Okay. Ready? 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 Say when? One more? We're in Munich, the sun is shining, and mobility experts are everywhere. So let's interview people and hear their take on the future of the industry. I'm here with Hans Kristian, UL, and Nico. Hans Kristian is also going to be on a panel about the future of car ownership with some pretty impressive companies. So buckle up and join the ride. Was that actually the script? I don't remember. Okay, we're here with Danial Garnitz, the CEO and co-founder of Faaren. And some of you guys as customers are OEMs, leasing companies, dealerships. What are some of their pain points in terms of offering car subscription? Consumers love it, but it's hard to offer and hard to make profitable for the service providers. How do you help them?
They are used to offline-driven business models, like leasing, financing. They are now getting into digitization, but all these companies are more like sales organizations. They are perfect in support, in sales, and really doing all the service around car ownership, but they are not digital companies at all. So we see they have dealer management systems, CRM systems, whatever. So they need kind of companies such as Casi, Faaren, or other companies who really can support in a 360-degree support to really enable the car subscription. Because you need everything around car ownership needs to be digitized, because it's again from the consumer behavior. They are used to digitization. So an example is how do you pay your car? So people who subscribe to a car, they don't want to go to your dealership and put the credit card on it, or even pay by invoice or cash or something. So people really want to pay by PayPal or something, right?
Well said, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining the ride.
Everybody get up. Going in there.
Potty break. How do you guys see the role of an OEM evolving as the mobility segment leans from car ownership to usership? How can you enable the OEMs, for example, to connect with their consumers and offer future services like turning the car into a wallet, for example?
Sure. No, it's a great example. The OEMs want to be in the driver's seat, so to speak. They very much want to own the user experience, the user engagement. So the OEMs are JP Morgan's clients, and we enable their user engagement, their user experience platforms to facilitate the payment processing, right? But the OEMs are certainly trying to monetize all the trends that are taking place through provision of different paid services that are taking place in the ecosystem now. So all those paid services, whether it's a software updated, whether it's an upgrade of feature functionality within the car, whether it's a subscription for usership as opposed to owning the car, can all be enabled within our platform. And then the ultimate vision is certainly for an experience where the driver has their payments credentials linked to the car itself. So as the driver drives and does their daily experiences, their daily tasks, the car is enabled to make the payment, for coffee, for a burger, for a sandwich, for tolling, for parking, you name it, with very little, friction required from the driver to authorize that payment.
If there's someone out there who doesn't know about CarWow, what would you say to them?
So carwow is Europe's biggest marketplace for buying cars. Over £5 billion pounds worth of cars either bought or sold through CarWow last year. And also we're quite well known for our YouTube channel. We're the world's biggest YouTube channel for cars. 1 billion views last year, 8 million subscribers. So you've either bought a car or you sold a car in Europe or you've watched our YouTube stuff.
No big deal. Shout out Matt Watson, right? So what is next for you guys offering the already ultimate user experience as you offer? How are you going to elevate on that kick-ass product you have?
So 2 big areas we're working on. One is helping you sell your car. Very big part of our UK business. We want to take that into Germany and Spain where we are as well. The second is we work a huge amount with car manufacturers. They're all going direct. They're copying the likes of Tesla, and we want to work with them. The other big area with the car manufacturers is Chinese car manufacturers coming to Europe. There's dozens of them. They're making amazing cars, great technology. We're helping them launch in Europe.
Very cool. Do you imagine any of those innovative Chinese OEMs, for example, coming to you and saying, hey, help us offer this vehicle on subscription as well as selling it? Would you guys enter that territory?
Sure. We're very open. We don't mind if someone buys a car, leases it, subscribes, whatever works for them. So if manufacturers want to offer subscription, that's something we can help them with for sure.
Amazing. Thank you so much, James. Cool.
Perfect. We'll take.
Oh, you're awesome. Okay, so we're just like pretending to walk, and I'm like, it's Leonie from Join the Ride. The Casi crew is happy. The Casi crew is happy. People are looking at us weird. What is cool about the Norwegian mobility space?
I think Norway, if you go like a couple of years back, pretty anonymous in the automotive world. Now it's at least on the map. It's the country in the world with the highest EV adoptions. Like 9 out of 10 new cars are fully electric. So, and I think in Bergen, where we started the company, over 30% of the total fleet is now electric. So it's like we have a glance into the future and can see what is happening with the EV, new business models, completely new user behavior. So it's that's interesting, and then we're trying to get those insights and accelerate it in the rest of Europe.
We're here in front of the new HiPhi vehicles. Tell us about HiPhi, Human Horizons, and these new vehicles.
Well, we're sort of the new Chinese kid on the block, like a lot of us these days. But we try to differentiate ourselves a little bit by being the really luxury alternative to what you would typically see as a German luxury segment, yeah.
Very cool. Now, you mentioned you worked for Tesla. You also worked for Audi. You're working for HiPhi now. What is the difference between working for an American OEM, an European OEM, and a Chinese OEM?
Well, it's more a question of working for a startup, working for something established, because Tesla obviously was very much a startup, fantastic company, fast-paced moving, and is responsible for a lot of the development that you see here in IAA. So credit them for that. But Audi, they have 100 plus years of manufacturing experience. They're the more mature ones, like, and it's very process oriented. It's very, everything needs to be 100% first released, and they have a huge amount of professionalism about them. And then you got the Chinese, who has learned from the joint venture setup with the big German OEMs especially for over 40 years. And they've picked up a few things. And now they've managed to bring cars that is not only as good or even better in terms of luxury, but the technology is by far better than anything else.
That's it for the Casi crew here at IAA Mobility. We're headed back to Norway. Thanks for joining the ride.